Okay, so essentially what it comes down to is, yes, I'll be judging all of Generation 3 Pokemon. They're all here, including the ones that are technically, like, is it Delta Rayquaza, I think? Or like the Primal Rayquaza. And then Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre. As well as Megas, I believe, are here. Yep, there's the Megas. All of them. Giving them all opinions and stuff like that. This is going to be based on looks. This is going to be based on how, like, much I use them. Not always how strong they are, but how useful they are when I'm playing a run. Like, if I bump into them when I'm playing, like, a Nuzlocke or a Randomiser or something like that. Personal preferences, whether that be from the games, the mango, the animus, that sort of thing. And overall, just how I like the design, probably. I will be doing comparisons to other gens. For example, say we've got Wurmple. I'm going to compare him to the other starter bugs, because he's a starter bug. So assuming Trico is S. Well, we'll be able to find out as we're getting through it now, because actually, it's the first one to be able to have to get to. So, Trico. As most people probably know, he is my favorite starter. For a good period of time in my life, he was and is my favorite starter. It's closer now that I've played other games a bit more, and I'm kind of starting to like other Pokemon a little bit. Because it used to be absolute. But now it's more, flexible in that regard. But Trico, I'd say overall, in terms of usefulness, design, how I like it, I'd probably smack him near the bottom of A, realistically. Actually, I didn't go with him for Pokemon Mystery Universe. Yeah, I was gonna. But every other circumstance where I've chose a grass type in a Mystery Dungeon game, it has fucked me over. And I was not sure what I was getting into. So I chose Munchlax. Actually, would people be down to stream Pokemon Mystery Universe at some point? Because I don't know whether it's good stream content, honestly, because I'm just bad at it. But Grovyle. Grovyle's a dude. We're going to move on next. Grovyle is always in my list of favorite Pokemon. And a lot of people say, oh, it's because you played the bloody Mystery Dungeon game and you like the edgy Grovyle. That is true. I like them. But I also always loved his design. I had one called Ezio that I didn't evolve. And I had him in my Pokemon Black and White, I believe, that I transferred from 2 games. And he was cool. He was my boy. And I like him a lot. I like his leaf blade arms. I like how he kind of moves around and jumps. Like he's sort of like that sort of lizard sort of frog style thing. Not exactly humanoid, but he's got that sort of like motif about him that makes him a bit of an assassin. I like it a lot. So he does go in S, because he is my boy. Not the top of S, not the absolute highest, because there are Pokemon that are better designed, or Pokemon that are more interesting, but as personal preferences, young Kai, back in the day, yeah, I would say he is my favorite My favorite Pokemon. Not Pokemon. Pokemon. But, yeah. Sceptile. Sceptile less so. Sceptile made this line icky. Because I don't like him. Look at him. He looks clunky. He doesn't look fast. He doesn't look cool. He's just a bit of a chump, if we're being honest. He just doesn't look that nice anymore. So, also, we'll be doing a thing, like, sort of near the end where people are allowed to hop in. Maybe if they want to hop into the Discord and have a little conversation about it, they can. People can give opinions and talk about what they want to do, that sort of thing. How they feel about their Pokemon. Which I assume a lot of people are going to do at some point anyway when shit gets riled up. But, Sceptile. Honestly, just for... I'd probably put it in D, actually. It genuinely ruined the Pokemon for me. Like, it just doesn't look that great. If we're being perfectly honest, it just does not look good. Burn it. Yeah, that's great. Hey, Will. How you doing? But, yeah. So, there's the first 3. And now we're going to move on to the Mega. And the Mega, I feel, does improve on Sceptile. Genuinely does. Gives it a cool typing. I don't know why it's dragon. It's more like because it's a lizard, like a cool dragon lizard. I like its tail. Its tail's what's better. Hey, Winterhill. How you doing, my man? We're doing Gen 3. And overall, Sceptile does Mega Sceptile does improve on Sceptile. However, I do not like the red on his back. If you look at this sort of streak here, it is just not that nice, to be perfectly honest. I think it knocks him back up to B. Sceptile garbage. I agree with the rest. Yeah, I don't think Sceptile deserves to be an F. But, yeah. Alright, so there's my opinion on the first lot. And remember, there is only bloody, it's going to make more sense when more Pokemon get added. Ready to get argumentative. Good. Cause riots. Cause riots in the chat. Politely. Torchic. Not a bad Pokemon, honestly. I like Torchic a lot. Its eye is a weird choice. Putting on Combuskin, remember that it looks like cock and ball. I shall. I'll take it into consideration. I like this more than Mega Sceptile. Torchic is A. It's cute. Yeah, actually, it could. It probably is an A. It probably is an A, because I do think it's very, very close to Trico. I miss Warudo from Reborn. Yeah, I know. That got you through so many things, didn't it? Neurons. But, yeah. I would agree. I would agree. He's an A-ranked Pokemon, I'd say. Combuskin. I actually don't mind Combuskin. There was a time where I used to really, really dislike them. And it was mainly just because they made this look dumb. But I honestly kind of like the idea of, like, the chunkier chicken. Combuskin, the CPT. No, it's not. I like Combuskin, genuinely. The 3D model did him bad. He looks awful as a 3D model. So I would probably say I like Combuskin just like the and a B. Because it's not awful. Also, this music's way too hype. I need to... It did Marshtomp worse. Yeah, I know. Marshtomps always looked ugly, though. But yeah, he does look awful in 3D, doesn't he? Blaziken? I don't like the look of him. I think you're being way generous to Mega Sceptile. Nah. Marshtomp looked happy. Now he looks depressed. Well, it's probably set in, okay? It's probably set in. Nah, I like Mega Sceptile a lot. In terms of design. Combuskin is a penis chicken. Yes, he is. But you know what? I like how he's chunky. He's a chunky man and he's happy about it. Okay. So, teriyaki chicken. It just doesn't look like the evolution of Torchic, I suppose. So that's what I want to say. But it's whether I like it more or less than Combuskin, essentially. Nah, I'd say it's a pretty good C Pokemon. That's VIP. We'll see. Oh. It is not worse than Mega Sceptile. Yeah, it is. It is, in my opinion. Mega Sceptile looks cool. I think the red stripes maybe kind of put it off. But overall, adding a dragon type to it, it's got a cool-ass pine tree sort of looking thing on its back. I liked it. It improved Sceptile for me. A hell of a lot. If I'm really sitting here and gonna... for a moment, I do like the sort of indents in the top bit. That's very, very nice. Blades on his back that kind of make the X shape is very, very cool. Like the sort of aerodynamic, like, assassin thing. This is low D. This is... honestly, the scarier Pokemon to have up. But if I'm doing that case, I'm going to do it like this. That's probably a bit more correct, to be perfectly honest. Mega Blaziken. Mega Blaziken actually does look pretty cool. It adds to Blaziken in a nice way that isn't too overbearing. Some changes are just unnecessary though. I think it's nice though. I think it complements it nicely. It's just better than Blaziken, is what I put it. Mega Blaziken is boring because it's OP mainly. Yeah, that's true. That's kind of why I'm not going for it a lot, because I've used it loads, because it always pops up whenever I'm goddamn using it, and whenever it shows up, I'm going to use it because it's strong in my Nuzlocke and stuff like that. But I get disappointed whenever a thing turns into a Blaziken. Whenever I have, like, my fire starter that turns into Blaziken because it's the closest thing it can turn into, it's usually disappointing. Mudkip SSS Superstar Plus. Mudkip is cute. Mudkip is there cute. That's where I'm going to put him. He does not belong in S. He does not belong in S, Winterhill. That's you. Winterhill, I will fucking time you out. Don't you fucking dare. Alright. Alright. So, that's my opinion on Mudkip. He's a god amongst men. Very strong. Very cute. Not my Pokemon. I don't use him a lot, honestly. He looks happy. He always reminds me of, like, the little axolotl that's in the fish tank going, woo. Poo-poo. Well, I was expecting that. I was expecting that for Mudkip, because a lot of people love Mudkip. 1D Badro. Ooh, fucking... Oh, no. How will I ever last? Winterhill doesn't like me. Alright. Marshtomp. Marshtomp bad, man. Marshtomp, like, icky. Not as bad as Sceptile, but, like, we should take into consideration that he's close. I'm angry. I am enraged. Good. That's what this is for. Go cause some YouTube drama and go hop onto your channel and then make a hate video against me while doing your own tier list. Then do a diss track against me. That's the only way I'm gonna allow this. I want to see the Winterhill diss track. You can defeat Pokemon Ruby with only Mudkip. Yeah, you can. You can. And that's awesome. That's very, very, very cool. He's a very, very beloved Pokemon. But this is more my dude. Look at his little toe beans. He's got like little footsie feets. He's a little flippery dude. And many people try to beat the game with Mudkip, you know what I mean? Because it's Mudkip. So. Alright. You can defeat any Pokemon game with only a single version of all Pokemon if you try hard enough. If you're talking about HMs. Yeah, but Mudkip's been known to... Mudkip's the popular one. People try to do it with Mudkip. So it's the only starter that can go through Victory Road. Yeah, talk about HM to be honest. Yeah. Alright, Swampert. Swampert's pretty cool. Swampert's like... there. I like Swampert a lot. Got a cool design. I like his little crosshead thing. It's pretty awesome. Whenever I bump into him, I get scared, but also I always want to use him. I love Mega Swampert because he looks dumb. They do kind of fuck him up. They make him into a frog. They make him into a big jacked frog. His beef boy. This is what happens when you kind of bottlenecked into making a Mega, because all the other starters have one. They just didn't know what to do with Swampert, so they lurched him over and made him a big tanky boy. He's thick. He kind of sexy. Well, we'll put him in C for sexy. There you go. Nah, he's actually I'm changing my mind on certain things. There we go. That feels better to me actually. I feel like I was kind of sticking to my guns because I like Mega Sceptile. Should be S for sexy. No, it's B for Bexy. It does feel better. It feels better for me too, honestly. Kind of like him here. He's top of C, in my opinion. He is a good change to a bad Pokemon. Name is accurate. Yeah. B for Bexy. Yeah. Will see true. Yeah. Speaking big true. Guys, what do I have for food today? What takeout do I get? All right. Okay. Moving on. Poochyena. My balls. I don't think they deliver them on Uber Eats. And if they do, I feel like the tip would be too big. Hey, fuck. Alright, Poochyena. Poochyena's a cool boy. I like him. I like him a lot. He's pretty cool. He's the starter route Pokemon besides Starly I get the most excited to bump into. He can fuck up a professor, that's true. He's got street cred, if you consider it. Besides, like, Lillipup, he's probably up there as one of my favorite Pokemon to, like, bump into on the starting routes. Starly, Poochyena, Lillipup. I'm trying to think what else you want to bump into. Imagine being the Pokemon professor, but you can't handle a level 2 Poochyena. I know. Fucking kick the dog. I say it every single time, and then I feel bad because it's a puppy, but... Fuck, what's my hair doing, man? My hair is all fucky. Alright, Poochyena. I get excited for it. It's a very, very, very good design. I like it more than Swampert. What about an Emerald with the level 5 Zigzagoon? Well, we'll be getting to that boy, won't we? He's showing up. Mightyena. He is a top boy. Level 2 Poochyena is on the same level as a level 5 Zig. Yeah, see? They could both beat up Professor. Mightyena is a good step up from Poochyena. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the starting Pokemon. The starting rodent or the starter animal needs to have a mediocre threatening aura at the early evolution, and then get scarier. That's essentially what they're there to do, really. What also Zigzagoon has nostalgia to me because I lost my shit when I saw his death animation in Colosseum. Oh yeah, I know, the bloody rattly boy. Paisley should have used double kick on that level 2. just like our boy over here. Mightyena actually looks like Poochyena just grew up going from pup to dog. Exactly. Yeah, I like him a lot. Not as cute, but also you can use him, and I like him more than Torchic. It's really nice. Yeah, I think it's a smooth evolution, in my opinion. Zigzagoon. Now I'm in a similar boat to Winterhill here. I like Zigzagoon mainly because I remember him in Pokemon Colosseum, and I just remember the animations to that boy was so good. The way it'd move and the way it'd like duck and weave was always super nice. It'd actually move in zigzags. They kind of did that good in Pokemon Sword. Pokemon Sword, he's zooming around everywhere. I like that a lot. Oh, 1 second. I'm getting super pissed off with my hair. 1 second. Zigzagoon is a good boy. Oh, 1 sec. That's too bright in it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Alright. Zigzagoon. I know I keep saying Zigzagoon. It's because it's a cute name. Galar Shiny makes me horny too. It's pink, innit? Or blue? It's blue or pink? I can't remember. I think Obstagoon's pink, but... Alright. There we go. I'll probably put him there. Pink and blue. Yeah. Pink and blue is a weird one. It is a really weird color, to be fair. But kind of looks like bubblegum. You know, like when you get those super sour, like, milk bottle things? Like the cola bottles? It's nice. I think it's a bit trippy, in my opinion. It's a bit much of a shiny, but also I feel like they need to do more exaggerated shinies, to be fair. They don't shit through for me. It's shit, though, for me. I'd F Linoon, honestly. I wouldn't smack him in F. Mainly because Diego in our Pokemon Radical Red has been taking names. I'd put him in C. I like Linoon more than D. He's just not a very impressive evolution. But he surprisingly hits like a truck. And you can still keep pickup up, which just means you get nice little items, and so we just keep going through. I just enjoy having a Linoon on the team, to be perfectly honest. And yeah, I'm pretty right with that. It's just Zigzagoon. What's going on about? All of Wemple's line apart from Dustox is F. Don't at me. They're bad. They're a bad starter bug. I'll give it that. To be perfectly honest, but Wemple's cute. That's what's saving him a little bit here. He's gonna move a little bit more up D. The Cascoon and Silcoon thing is a pain in the arse. It's kind of D, actually, but low. They are the most unimpressive one. I would actually probably put these like this. I do kind of like that they're spiky cocoons. But the differences between them are just underwhelming. Dustox is cool. And is better than Kabuskin. I'm not really sure whether... Did we do this in there? Wemple C, Cascoon both F. Butterfree... No, not Butterfree. Beautifly, low D. Nah, I've even put... It doesn't do anything, really, does it? It might actually be just like above these. Pretty close to what you said, Wintel, in my opinion. They're just underwhelming. They don't do a lot. I feel like an ideal bug Pokemon that they had at the beginning, truth be told, was Scatterbug. And Spuba was interesting. And then Vivillon. Vivillon they did a very cool thing with. Lotad line B for Mirror B. Lotad is wonderful. I love Lotad. I wish they were my father. And he is gonna go... He's gonna go up here. Vivillon line was cool, but I resent bug Pokemon. I like bug Pokemon. I like it when a bug Pokemon I find I'm enjoying that I use. Dustox is like that for the moment in our Omega Ruby. Dustox is fun. I like Dustox. Why are you hating? You know I'm right. Lombre. I wish he had like a Maraca. Or something. I wish he was a little bit more jovial. But he's a poor mid-evolution. He's like down there. Ludicolo, however, is racist. No, I love Scolipede line, to be honest. Scolipede's very, very, very good. I like him a lot. He's a good evolution, but it's really, really weird. They should have made his green more Lotad's green, in my opinion. I like Mightyena more than him. That's my jam. S. Just C-Dot. I like C-Dot a lot. And this is where I'm going to start being BM and you guys are going to start hating me. Because I love some dumb Pokemon in Gen 3. I like them a lot. I like C-Dot a lot. I like him more than Ludicolo. Do not put C-Dot in S. I'm not putting him in S, but he's pretty high. Because I genuinely like him. Look at him, he's an angry little nut. He is way better than any Pokemon I've put below him. And that is a fact of life. C-Dot is cute, Shiftry is cool, but they're not higher than B. Nut Boy. Yeah, he's a nut boy. Nuzleaf is meh. Nuzleaf loses a bit of charm. He's not C-Dot. I'd probably put him just... I don't like his big, chunky nut thighs. Shiftry just is angry, and I feel like they needed to do something different with him. But I do like him more than Sceptile. He's cool because he's the origin for Nuzlocke. Yeah, that's true. It's, yeah. Yeah, they named him Locke from, I think you went Lost, right? I think, or something like that. And it was the guy who first did the Nuzlocke. Yeah, yeah. That's the cool thing about Nuzleaf. It doesn't make it nicer for me though. Actually, no, I dislike Nuzleaf there. Actually, no, more than Sceptile. He's just a bit bland, isn't he? Compared to the god that is C-Dot. Taylor. Best Burb. Best Burb Pokemon. About there. And Swellow. He can go up here. He's the best Burb. Look at him. He's vibrant. He's colourful. Look at his colour scheme. Looks serious. I remember him from the anime. Wingull is better. Like, you can get fucked. Wingull is a degenerate scumbag. There is nothing you can say about it that says otherwise. I like his typing. Wingull has a very, very, very cool typing. That's what I will say. Water flying, very fun. 4 times V2 electric. I zap it, funny. I'll put him there. Pelipper makes me sad. Look at his face. There is loss. But once again, not as bad as I used to think he was bad. Yeah, he's there. Pelipper, I don't like Pelipper. En mi personal opinion. Ah. No, he belongs on the bottom, in my opinion. Pelipper? Hey, Fire, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. Hey, I like this one. This is a gem. Okay, Ralts. I don't get Ralts. What are they? They're the feelings Pokemon, right? They're emotions. But why are they a small baby with a safety helmet on? I missed that part. Ralts is sentient mucus. Both Wingull and Pelipper. Yeah. Oh, no, I don't think they're that low. I think Wingull's got charm to it because they had to make a seagull, you know? And I like how his wings fold up like a fucking A-wing in Star Wars. Or a Y-wing, I think it is. A-wing, Y-wing. The one that the Emperor uses to get around. Ralts, though. Not awful. Strange, though. So far, I'm not disappointed. Also, just got an achievement in the game for winning a match with less than 100 health left. You start each match with 2k. Oof, close call. In the new Pokemon anime, Pelipper's beak is enlarged because it's forced to carry sort of Pokemon vending machine, and its mouth for Team Rocket. Oh my god. That's awful. You mean a Lumber class shuttle? Sure. Well, there's only the Pokemon... Well, they're only the Pokemon I hate. That's fair. Yeah, I'll put Ralts. I'd smack Ralts a bit better than Lombre. Actually, no, I don't even know why I'm putting him there. I'm judging the rest of the line, to be perfectly honest. He's not as good as Nuzleaf, but he's not terrible. He doesn't make me sad. He said the Imperial shuttle from Star Wars, right? The one that the Emperor goes in where it's white and it like makes the shape of an A. Kalia suffers what I dislike. I don't like Pokemon that are just people. This one's slightly better. It's slightly better. Not as good. About there. Gardevoir, though. I think the fan base has ruined Gardevoir for me, but I still like using him, so it's them. So it's a difficult middle ground that I'm trying to find, where I like using them, but I hate the design and I do not want to reinforce it. Because they need to stop making anime girl Pokemon. You know what I mean? It's just not... I'd probably smack it in F, to be fair. I need to teach them a lesson. There you go. Women. They need to stop making women as Pokemon. Because then you get, you know, all the inflation porn that exists on the internet. Surskit, I hate. Surskit, awful. Ugly and sad, and I hate it. I hate fighting it. I hate using it. It's boring. Gardevoir is just woman that can summon a black hole. Yes. It's just woman. I love that's what we've evolved to, like a bunch of cavemen. Like, it's just woman. I just want to see cute art of Pokegirls, but instead I see Lopunny and Gardevoir. Winter, no. Back and go. Alright, Masquerain. I like the wings. That's the only thing that I've got going for it, which is why it's the top of F. Seskit swept me in Reborn. That's funny. Seskit is awful. I hate Seskit. Seskit looks like shit, and it reminds me of all the awful times where I got beat up by those things in Mario Sunshine, because as a small child, I didn't know how to jump out of the water. Shroomish is amazing. Shroomish is like there. Right next to C-Dot. He's C-Dot. Do you not remember? It was the first stream. I don't remember. I really don't remember. Reborn was a very long time ago, man. And I just remember my own struggles. S for Shroomish. Shroomish is awesome. And Breloom, a good evolution. A very, very, very strong evolution. Probably here, to be perfectly honest. I like Breloom a lot. Kangaroo Mushroom. I love mushrooms. Kangaroos are cool. Kangaroos used to be my favorite Pokemon. Animal? Fuck. I feel the sillies coming on. Baneri, cute bunny Pokemon. Evolves Lopunny. Sexy, but yeah, exactly. It's what people do. And I understand sometimes it can't be helped. Sometimes they make a Pokemon, it's like, well, you know, this is the design element. But, you know, it's just not my jam. Women. Yeah. They also did that for 3 to 4 gens back to back. Exactly, yeah. After a while, they started to use it like the bug trope or the starter rodent trope, where they were like, hey, what anime girl character are we going to add into this one? And they've done it in Gen 8 as well with, what's it called? Fuck, I'm going to have to get the list up now. Let me just scroll down. Alcremie. Oh, the bug one? The Lady Gaga one? Or the Paris Hilton one? Alcremie is the one I'm thinking of. Hatterene as well. But Hatterene's slightly better. Slightly better. I carry not to complete the Game Freak and asked, why isn't no women as Pokemon? What do you have against Alcremie? It is a small, creamy woman. It's mainly the figure form. It's how feminine it is, essentially. It's the same when they make like Machoke, you know. But it's not as bad. It's not as bad as Gothitelle and Hatterene and stuff like that, where they just kind of feminize Pokemon, and they know what Pokemon they're doing it to. It's more that makes me hate the fan base more. Because the fan base lich to it. I don't see it like that. I just like it for its Pokemon of whipped cream. Then there you go. That's exactly why you can like it that way. Gen 6, Florges. Oh yeah, Florges. Yeah, I mean, it's got the figure. But like, I think that one's slightly better. Gothitelle's clearly a female. You know what I mean? I hate that. Clearly a woman. Alcremie is just cake. Then Gen 7, Donald Trump. I know. The peak of sexual bliss. Slackoth is awesome. Slackoth, man. Better than Ludicolo. He goes up here with this. This squad would be my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Adventure team. This is my squad. If I could be a team, it'd be Team the Boys, and it would be C-Dot as the leader, Shroomish as the brains, and Slackoth as the muscle. Not Slackoth. Wait, Slackoth? Yeah, that's Slacking. Okay. Vigoroth. I like Vigoroth too. Vigoroth is a cool Pokemon. I like how it suddenly has energy for a little while, and then it has a short burst, and then it just evolves, and then it does it again. Very, very, very cool. Better than Better than Swampert. Slacking. They kind of did him dirty with his ability. I wish it worked like how it does in Radical Red. But he is a hefty chunk. And he's probably there for me. He also gets Vital Spirit from Truant. That's true, yeah. It's a nice little flip. It's a nice little sudden surge of energy. It's very, very, very cool. I like that Pokemon. Sorry if I'm seem like I'm doing these quick. I noticed last time when we did Gen 1 that I went on for absolutely hours, and I have not even touched this gen. Like, realistically, we're still on the first couple of routes. Goes Truant, Vital Spirit, Truant. Yeah, exactly. It's like a sudden burst. I like it. I like it a lot. If it wasn't for Norman and spamming Slumber. Oh, boy. Nincada. Nincada's cool. I like it as a bug Pokemon. It's weak, though. I wish it had something niche that made it cool. But I feel like with Pokemon like that, you've always got to give it like a cool little niche. I'll probably smack it there. Gotta say, I am not mad at you this gen for ranking. It's my favorite gen. It is my favorite gen. They did some good designs. Bug Ground is cool typing, but then it loses it. I would like Slacking. Slacking is good. If it wasn't for the Norman thing. Yeah. Ninjask. Ninjask is cool, but the stats are bad, right? And whenever I seem to use it, I'm like, why are the enemy team's Ninjask so cool and mine are bad? But that's just because I bad at game, really. But Ninjask is cool. Like him a lot. Probably like him just less than Puchiana. Oh, fuck. I'm actually going to quickly... I'm going to quickly look at what food I could grab quickly and easily. Because I am really, really hungry, but, like, I don't want to stop trade. It's because we do damage-only runs while the AA does double team and sword stance. Yeah. That's true. But I also try to do stuff like that, but I die. I die if I do. Kind of tempted to grab a Subway, man. There's no places near me that deliver good pizza anymore because I'm in a uni accommodation. Dustock's on the top. I wouldn't smack him on the top. He's good. I like Dustock's. He's taking names right now in my current lock. Shedinja S. You did Focus Sash Shedinja in Reborn. That was very funny. That was very, very funny. I like that a lot. He's too unique. I don't think S, but he's very high. Actually, he could be an S. Just as a concept of a Pokemon, I like him a lot. Probably, Nah, he's there. I'll put him in S, yeah. Focus Sash Ninja is great. I need to make a bug type into a beast. Yeah, bug type Pokemon I like. I like a lot of bug type Pokemon. And just mainly in terms of looks. And now that I'm running a Pokemon D&D game, I can still use bug Pokemon pretty nicely. You know, I can dot them around, I can sprinkle them in. Alright, I'm gonna order some food, chat. So at some point I will need to run and go grab that food. But that shouldn't be for a while. Alright. And it's mainly because I want to drink. Boom, boom. Does anybody want anything while I'm ordering? They're underrated typing a Pokemon. Yeah, I don't even think underrated's the right word, but Game Freak makes them bad. Makes them very bad. Because they're the starter Pokemon, so they're meant to be easy to evolve and good for the first little bit if you grind. But overall, they just get bad near the end. But Pokemon like Volcarona and stuff kind of stand against that. But even then they die pretty quick, don't they? So, ooh. Do I want a Zingerberger, guys? Ooh, a rice box sounds nice. Whismer's great. I love him so much. I like Whismer. I like that entire line, to be honest, but, like, I wish Whismer now was, like, blue. It's just a thing, I don't like it when there's a sort of sudden color change. My first ever shiny ever. He was... No, Makahita was mine. And then I got Whismer in X and Y, I think. Alright, grabbing a gravy too. KFC gravy's pog. Yeah, I'm gonna grab... I don't really have Zinger burgers a lot. I'm gonna grab a Zinger burger. That's what I want. Actually, no, that's not gonna be satisfying. It costs way too much money for what you kind of get in it. I'm sorry that I'm taking a sudden break in the middle. I got him in Sapphire, but the internal battery of the cartridge was... Oh, that's sad, man. That is a sad, sad story. Alright. Sorry, Field. Yeah. Damn straight, my boy. Pour one out for our boy. Alright. I have ordered food, chat. So at some point, they're going to surprise me by being super early. And I'm going to have to run to go take care of that. So you guys can just hold down the fort when that happens, alright? Thank you so much for your consideration. I am starving. Order beans. I did not order beans. I got the mighty bucket meal for one thing. I like Beedrill, but I hate how Game Freak treated him, but gave him Mega, but more. Top 1 favorite bug-type Pokemon, but they didn't give him Mega. They gave it a Gigantamax, because Gigantamax was trying to be super nice to Gym 1. KFC beans are trash, actually. I never get them, because I just don't... I don't trust it. Right. I like Beedrill. He's just hard to use. Whismer. Whismer's cute. I like Whismer. I like the fact that they're sound-based. It was the Pokemon that I stop and go, if I'm thinking of a sound-based Pokemon, I think of either this or Noibat. And I'd probably smack it like... The Dorwit is on a bicycle. He's got an 82% satisfaction rate, boys, on his on his Uber Eats. Loundred. Loundred's cool. I like Loundred. I like him for Mystery Dungeon. The answer for Gen 4 me was apparently leaked. Oh, is this real, though, this time? I mean, it's gonna happen. I feel like at this point we can say it's gonna happen. They're gonna do Gen 4. Tis the season for Gen 4 Remake. I feel like they're gonna do something bigger, though, because it's the 25th anniversary of I mean, they're doing Snap, which I'm super happy about. Snap comes out, like, 2 weeks after my birthday, and I am hyped for it. I don't usually ask for things on my birthday, because I just go, can I just have money? But this I'm asking for an Arctic headset that's wireless, so I can be able to move around with you guys pretty easy, and Pokemon Snap. It's the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. I know, happy anniversary, guys! Loundred's there. Actually, no, I lie. Loundred's just less than Whisper. I will get you me for your birthday. If lockdown happens, man. If lockdown stops happening, come on over, man. We'll record a video. Alright. Explode. When you're not, working. K. Perry making a music video for Pokemon. Oh, yeah, I saw that. That's funny. It's very funny. She better just do the original Pokemon, like, theme song. Yeah, that's appropriate for Expo. Because that's what the fans want. Yeah, I know. It's clear. It's clear now. It's been clear for a very long time. There's once Metapon Kakuna having only Harden. Yeah. I mean, that's what they do. I feel like each Cocoon Pokemon should have a unique move. That might not even be a good attack move. It's just an interesting move for them to do. Like, the Harden thing is alright. They, you know, they're, what, Gen 1? And that was just them being like, you know, if you raise a Caterpie, it's going to have a move to fight as a Metapod or a Weedle with a Kakuna. But if you just catch one in the wild, they're just going to have Harden. Which I liked. I actually liked it. Kind of shown, like, if you want that little bit of early game effort. Makuhita is a chubby, lovely boy, but I still don't like that it's just a human. So it does lose points. He's like below Swampert. Below, not Swampert. What's he called? Marshtomp. Speedwagon. Yeah, Speedwagon. You named him Speedwagon. Because he got a dumpy. No. I lost interest in Slowpoke. I like Slowpoke. I like Slowpoke a lot. Hariyama slightly does this better because he's more focused on the combat style than he is the fact that he's a figure. But I'll probably smack him like here. Probably this actually. Hariyama has my favorite Pokemon cry. That's his cry. He just goes. It's like he just hit his toe. You have Gen 1. Then there's Clefairy with goddamn Minimize, spamming it in Man, I got the wrong apple juice at the shop. This is fucking awful. Now he goes like, Piero. That does not want it. One sec. Is that in the anime? Wait, what's wrong with Makuhita? Same thing as is wrong with Kalia. He's just a guy. He's just some dude. Not in the game, bro. Let's go look at it. Alright, one sec. How is that? What's the noise that you compared it to? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I could see that. See? A little bit. I see it more as... I don't have a Discord and demonstrate, but I'm playing Hades. I should probably... There'll be a time at the end if people would like that I can hop into the Discord and make claims. I'm not getting the wild without the same as that. I can understand that. Azurill. I actually don't mind Azurill. It's interesting that's a normal type. I wish they just made it a water type. They probably were worried about having too many water types, to be perfectly honest, at this point in the game. So I can kind of understand why they didn't. But I don't really think Marill needed it. I think it's because Pichu had it. There you go. A little bit, yeah. I can see that. Not great. I'd probably say below Wingull. I like Azurill just as a concept. Where it like bounces on its tail and stuff like that. It's a pretty cute Pokemon. Since I have a Slowpoke. What should I evolve it into? I always say Slowbro, man. Slowbro is just the better choice in my opinion. And also it depends what game you're playing it in. I think you were playing a Sun and Moon or something last time we talked. I can't remember. Anyway, it's normal type. And it should be a water type. Yeah, Moon. Yeah. I remember that. I like Nosepass. Nosepass I like. Nosepass showed up in my Pokemon D&D game. And it was very, very, very cool. I liked him a lot. I'd probably smack him like the... Also, for those who haven't seen it, you can actually go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can go check out the Pokemon D&D game videos that are there. I plan to do a big recap episode soon of basically just my voiceover, just explaining stuff. And you can also go hop in the Discord if you haven't already, and go hang out over there. We, every now and again, have surges of discussion, and I plan to have some more events going on. I'm planning to get a Minecraft server soon, which is actually pretty hype. like a server, not like a realm like we did last time. Like it's going to be an organized server, going to have mods and stuff on it. Not like moderators, not like, you know, mods. Because I kind of want it to be easy to access, and I could do a modded server. I'd be super happy to do that, but not everyone's going to have access to it, really. So I kind of, I'm kind of looking at getting like a vanilla server with a nice spawn point, and you can, like, you know, kind of head out and stuff like that. I don't have permission. Oh, you don't have permission to enter the thing? Invite people. Alright. I could do that. See if that works for you, man. Will Jackson just joined the thing, so if that's you, then... If that's you, then it worked, man. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, my food should be here in 8 minutes. I'll be calling a break then. But, Skitty. Skitty's an alright Pokemon. I like Skitty as a Pokemon. Well, I don't have permission to send messages. You should do. Make sure you're doing it in the right channel, I'd say. Make sure you're doing it in general. I'll just say for the sake of it, I'll give you a Pokemon Trainer rank, just so you might have a chance to be able to talk there. It should let you. I'll give you your opinion on my team probably sometime when I'm not doing a stream. Or if you want to put it in the Pokemon channel, if you can type there, you can pop it in. But, Skitty... I'd probably say I like Skitty about... bottom of B. Okay, never mind. Yeah. No worries, bro. You know, just doing a stream and stuff like that. Alright. Delcatty. Why did I say that with an American tinge in my voice? Delcatty. Alright. Delcatty, a little bit better. I wish it was pink. That's probably the only thing I'd say about it. I like it there. I remember getting battered by one. I also remember Magnum got killed by one time. It was very, very funny. I think he almost got swept. Actually, no, he survived, but by the skin of his teeth. Alright, Sableye. I like Sableye a lot. Sableye, very cool Pokemon. I like him actually so much, I'd probably smack him around. There. Your Delcatty was garbage and reborn. Well, yeah, it was a Delcatty. But it actually did say... It got me through the bug leader, if you remember. It was the reason I beat the bug gym. So I was pretty happy about that. There we go. Oh, I've got a bleed. Oh. He is killing me, man. Alright. Mega Sableye. I don't like that they make his eyes red, but I do like his big gemstone. I do like the idea of the big gemstone. I like it a bit less than Sableye. Brione, Fomantis, Trumbeak. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty decent Moon team, if you're being honest. I mean, I didn't play Moon a lot, so I actually don't know what you're getting into. Lich played a fair bit of Sun and Moon. He, likes to make teams for stuff. Mawile, I kind of like, but I've never known it to be good, except for using Crunch. Pikachu, Slowpoke, and Rockruff. I like Slowpoke, and I like Rockruff, and if you're assuming you're making an Alolan Pikachu, then, yeah, I like that end of the team. Fomantis is pretty cool. I like Fomantis as a Pokemon. Lurantis is a pretty interesting Pokemon. Probably say I like Mawile about that much. Marcus Kenneth is picking up our order, boys. Mega Mawile is cool, though. Look at that. Like, it's just more mouths, really. It's like a bloody dual ponytail thing. It's almost the same thing of being a bit feminine, but, like, that's not the point of the Pokemon. Like, that's kind of the difference. When you make a Pokemon that is just, I am man or I am woman, like, that's when it kind of gets iffy for me. But when the point isn't that, it can be pretty decent. I play Pokemon Moon and Ultra Sun. Yeah, there you go, Zay. So, there you go. You can give opinions if you like. Talk at the Pokemon channel if you want about it. But, I'm actually not sure if, Will, you're in the... I think I've seen you message before. Yeah, you are. Remember we had conversations and stuff in the server. Also, we're touching like 50 people, I think, in the server, which I'm pretty damn happy about. So, hey, congrats on that, folks. You guys make me the happiest little streamer. Alright. Aron. I like Aron a lot. Aron's line, pretty interesting. Oh, actually, not interesting. That's the wrong word. But I like Aron just about this much. I like it. He's cute. He's like a cute little rock dog. Cute little rock pupper. And he deserves all the love in the world. Oh, so what's trying to update? Go away. Oh, my Mountain Blade's trying to update. Get out of here. Alright, sorry about that. I had to do some menu organizing. Alright, Lairon. Hey. Hey, Magnum. Thanks for the sub, man. You've been subscribed for 10 months. That's mad. I got my review, actually, for... Yeah, I got my review for Twitch, like my recap thing. And, great thing was that, you were my most watched, actually. You're my most watched channel. But yeah, I hope you're doing good, man. Hope your day's doing good. Hey. But, yep, Lairon. I like as an evolution from Aron. I think they do him some good. I'd probably smack him up there. We're doing Gen 3. Just finishing a drawing. Ooh, is it for work or personal project? I assume it's the personal project that you've been working on for a while. But, Aggron... I honestly wish this stayed bipedal. Personal project. Yeah, I thought so. Excited to see it when it comes out. Aggron, I wish stayed like Lairon and stayed bipedal. It loses a bit of points for that, but it's still a pretty damn cool Pokemon. Like, I'll probably put it there. It's pretty cool to have a big metal dinosaur as a Poke. Also, I'm hating what my hair's doing at the moment. One sec, I'm just being super picky about my hair today, folks. I'm sorry. Eek. Does not look nice. I think I just slept on my hair funny, so then the angle's kind of on like that until I shower. Most likely. Alright. Mega Aggron. What's this actually do? I think it makes it look worse. I think this Mega Evolution's worse. It makes it look more like a big... It looks... Look, the dude from it. Hold on. Why is Gardevoir so low? Pretty solid Psychic type. It's the trope of making a Pokemon that's a woman that I just don't like. It's the same reason why Makuhita's that low. Like, it's just the fact that they've been like, what's a cool Psychic? A graceful woman. Like, how'd you get Slowbro? You gotta evolve, you gotta level up Slowpoke while having a Shelder in your team, I think. Probably say I like Mega Aggron like that much. Just 6,000 total around the Titan was like, oh my god, I'm gonna hate when I have to do that. Oh man. Creeper. Aw, man. Meditite is cool. I wish he was pink, though. I only have 2k left. You've contributed to that almost single-handedly. It's mad. But, you still got a month. I know that people might put points in. You never know. Alright. Meditate. Probably not that high. I'm being kind there. A bit more than Delcatty. A bit more than Delcatty. Alright, there you go. Oh, I feel this devil widows. Medicham, a similar thing. It just lady. But I'd probably say it suffers like that much. And I do not does anybody else understand the Mega? I can only get Slowking. Yeah, well, that's unfortunate. But still, Slowking's a pretty decent poke. So, not a bad team. I'll try having some Pokemon moves that can cover... Yeah. Like, for example, I think Slowpoke can learn Simple Beam or something like that. Or not Simple Beam, Signal Beam. Which is a bug move which is good against Counter and Dark. Like, stuff like that. How do we feel about Mega Medicham? I really don't have an opinion on it, like, as a Mega compared to what it turns into. I actually don't think it makes it look better. I'd probably actually say it's, like, down here. It's a bit trash in it. I've used it once, I feel. And I've fought it more times than that. Alright. Dun 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 dun. Alright. Electrike. I like Electrike. Electrike could probably go like here for me. I'm also gonna change this music because goddamn it's annoying. Okay. But Manectric gets lower points. Because it should have stayed green, man. Why'd you make him blue? And this thing can go like here. I guess I'll probably only learn Ice type move counter Grass type. Yeah, see? Stuff like that. That's pretty good advice, Will. Plusle and Minun. I like that they can work together. I like their thing. I mean, Lightning can be both yellow and blue, so that color change makes a bit more sense. I just don't like the look of the blue on the yellow. Like, I think it looks a bit icky. Blue could symbolize stronger. Nah, that's true, actually. That makes me like it a little bit more. I'd probably knock it up, like, past the Blaziken line, then. Because in truth, it isn't awful, but this is awful. This Mega Evolution is terrible. If that thing falls over, how does it get up? How in God's name does that thing get up? Did it ever actually show up in the anime? Yeah, why is Blaziken so low as well? It's overused, in my opinion. Like, it just doesn't look nice compared to what Kabuskin could have turned into. I would have liked, like, a big, chunky, fighting chicken, you know what I mean? In the anime, Officer Jenny in the Kalos region mostly used Manectric. I'm actually like a Mega Evolve was under the control of Sherry's Mega Wave. Manectric was used to battle Pikachu. Yeah, he showed up like once. And looks as dumb in the anime as he does actually, so. Because I stuck with water starters, I'm surprised I made it to the third trial. Hey, that far ahead, nice. I I need to play through Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon on stream because I've never finished it. It's the one Pokemon game I have never finished. Isn't that what it is, aside from being chunky? It's just that its arms and its kind of hair and stuff like that, just it isn't my kind of Pokemon at the end of the day. It just doesn't look nice. And also, whenever I end up using it now, it shows up and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to sweep. It's because it's a Blaziken. It's just why I don't like it, really. Its design doesn't really do a lot for me. It's like, it's okay. And it's clearly strong, but that's kind of compared to like a lot of other things. So yeah, plus or minus. I like that they work together. I like the sort of teamwork sort of thing. Could have been it's a bit meh. A bit kind of good them together. I like plus or more than minus. So there you go. Not much to say about them. They work together as a team. I like that a lot. But I wish there was just more double battles to be able to show that off. Pokemon that are dependent on double battles and stuff like that, like, you kind of need to make sure that they can also stand on their own 2 feet, which they don't really do. Volbeat and Illumise. I like that they exist. I just don't like to use them. That they can go, like... like that. Actually, I probably... overall, as God of War, as a Pokemon, I'd probably do that. Maybe I am being a bit too cruel on the God of War line in terms of that. But I still dislike a lot of the choices that they made. Alright. Roselia, I like Roselia, but overall suffers a similar thing to Medicham. Better than Kelia. Better than Shiftry. About there, I'd probably say. But once again, they just make lady with flower on it. But it's a little bit better because the focus isn't the lady. I hope it makes sense when I'm trying to explain it, like, for the few previous times. Don't make a Pokemon that's just a woman, then add a trope to it. Make a Pokemon that has an idea, and then if it's feminine, it's feminine. Like, same for masculinity as well, in terms of that. Hariyama, they were making a Pokemon that's really good at Force Palms and stuff like that. But then, you know, like, he isn't that bad in terms of design. Like, this is not as bad as Machamp, for example, who's just some dude in his underwear. Gulpin. Gulpin is I forget about Gulpin. If I had a thing in front of me that was like, name every single Pokemon, I would forget Gulpin. Because Gulpin makes me sad. Swalot, slightly better. But not a lot better. I like his swallow spit up technique though and stuff like that. It's very... that's interesting. Food arrives in 10 minutes, fam. I'm so hungry. Carvanha, very cool Pokemon. I like Carvanha a lot. It's bright, it's colourful, shows up. It's way more interesting than... well, I don't want to say more interesting than Magikarp, but you get more excited when it pops up in the water. Probably say there. Sharpedo, very cool. I like Sharpedo a lot. Probably up here for me with that little group. And honestly, I think I like Breloom enough to put him up here in S. Yeah, I keep forgetting about Gulpin too. Don't know why, but I sometimes thought Gulpin was a pre-evolution of Munchlax. Because he's a primordial ooze, that's why. He's just some sludge the world forgot about. Not the opposite from me. A Magikarp is a magical find. Yeah, I know, it tends to Gyarados, I suppose. But I'd rather have a Sharpedo than a Gyarados at the end of the day. This, I understand they're trying to make it more of a submarine. It isn't awful. I used to hate it. But it's not the worst. I'd probably say it's a bit less interesting than Mega Marwell. I really don't want to drink more of this apple juice, but I'm promising myself that I'll drink better. There. Wailmer. Wailmer's cool. I like Wailmer. He's a big orb boy. He's cute. I'll probably put him, like, better than Swampert. Whale Lord is just a big boat. I love the fact that he is massive, but they've kind of done him dirty in future gens, but we're talking about Gen 3 here. There we go. That's where Whale Lord should be. See, look, we spent an hour 15, and we're not even halfway through. I mean, we're about halfway through, actually, now that I think about it. But, cough, cough, the 3D Pokemon games. Yeah, exactly. Fucking Gyarados' sprite is about just as big. Numel's cute. And if it's alright with you guys, I'm probably going to start speeding up in terms of ranking them. Because I take way too much time. It's just, I'll probably talk about them a little bit, put them in. So, Numel, I like it. Not a lot of fire. Probably this gen has a fair bit more fire types to be able to kind of pop in and be able to find, but not a heller amount. So I'd probably put Numel in an interesting space there. Camerupt, I like a lot. Camerupt deserves, like, that. A camel that's a volcano is very, very, very cool. Mega Camerupt makes him so much more lovable. I actually probably want to put him in S, because I like... Mega Camerupt's one of my favorite megas. Look at it. It's so awesome. Wait, you rank one Gen 1 Pokemon? What rank did you give Arcanine? He was pretty high up there, but he wasn't as high as Ninetales. You can actually watch the video on my YouTube. That's actually edited down, so it's a lot easier to be able to watch as well. Torkoal. I love Torkoal. Torkoal's great. Torkoal is better than these two. Yeah. Actually better than Sharpedo. I gave Arcanine pretty good. I did him some justice. I didn't give him anything awful. I think I ranked Growlithe higher than Arcanine. I think that's what made people a bit salty. Spoink. Spoink's cool. He bounces. Probably a bit better than an Nikata. Grumpig. He doesn't have anything special going on about him. Probably put him there. Actually, no. There. Spinder. Spinder's boss. I like Spinder. He's cool. He likes to dance. Put him in the dance squad. There we go. Trapinch. I mean, it's an antlion. It's cool. I don't like that it's wearing a diaper. It's weird. Probably there. Vibrava, I like a lot, though. Vibrava can, like get just behind Vigoroth. And Flygon, one of my favorite dragon Pokemon. Honestly, there's a lot of Pokemon in S because Gen 3 is my favorite gen. And so a lot of Pokemon I see are deserving to be in there. You know what I mean? So, that's usually why you'll be seeing a lot of Pokemon over in S, because they're my favorite Pokemon. Cacnea. I like Cacnea a lot. Cacnea is a cool grass boy. In the anime, he made me cry because he was so cute. So gosh darn cute. I mean, genuinely cry. I sat there and wept at the screen. Cacturn, they just made him into a rootin' tootin' cowboy cactus, and it's funny. It is funny, but it's also just Swablu. Swablu's a poofy cloud burb, and deserves a lot of love, but just a bit more love than Wailmer, to be honest. Alright. Altaria? Very, very cool. I like Altaria as a bird. Very, very cool dragon. Very cool poofy cloud. Let me know if I'm going too fast. Mega Altaria. They just added more cloud, so it's a bit less underwhelming, but it's still a cool Pokemon. I like it. Poof the Meta Cloud Dragon. And Zangoose. I like Zangoose. Zangoose is edgy. Edgy as all hail, and I like it. Probably about more than Ninjask. Seviper. Seviper's cool. I like Seviper. There's going to be so many Pokemon in A because it's just overall a good gen, a damn good gen. Seviper's up there. Good name for Igglybuff. I like Boingo. Depending what gender it is. What gender is it? Lunatone? It's a moon. I wish they both evolved. I wish they could get an evolution or something where they turned into an Eclipse Pokemon. That'd be pretty cool to do. Overall, I'd probably put both of these. But I do like Lunatone more, actually. So the difference between them is like I like plus one minus. Go. Poof. Poof, like from Failure Parents. Gen 3 was definitely my favorite. Gen 3 is so goddamn good, that's why. In terms of designs, Barboach, I like Barboach. Barboach is cool. He's a boy. Look at him boinging around. Better than the rest of them. He's in B. B for Barboach. Had the best looking legendaries too. Legendaries are pretty damn strong over here. Wishcash, I like Wishcash. Look how happy he is. Destroyer of Worlds, better than Whale Lord. Corphish. Corphish is actually one of my favorite water type Pokemon. I like him a lot. And he should be pretty high. Actually, I'll probably put him there. He's going to separate the father and son. Crawdon has the best noise. Crawdon has the best goddamn noise in the entire thing besides Gastrodon. They won't allow Poof. That makes sense, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, yeah, P-O-O-F. That makes sense. I was thinking more like Poof, like a magic noise, but yeah. Floof. F-L-O-O-F. Crawdon's not that high. I like Crawdon. Claydol, Spinny Boy, pretty interesting Pokemon. Bit more interesting than Spoink. And then this boy is a Destroyer of Worlds, and actually, I like him, but I just forget about him so much. Alright, so, folks. There, I did Poof, but I spelled it like this. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I like it. Alright, so, folks, I'm gonna go grab my food, and I'm gonna be taking a quick break. Probably say in terms of design, around this point now, I'd kind of say is like, I'd say there's a little bit of meddling to do there. Torkoal is actually awesome. Just doing a little bit of cleanup. Actually, might as well just do that at the end. Lileep. Lileep's cool. It's a different kind of fossil Pokemon than they kind of have done in the past. Kind of makes sense, you know, and what it is, and overall, I'd probably say I like it more than Spoink. Cradilly, just as a design, I like a lot more. Looks cooler, has a sort of more menacing aura. Looks like a fossil Pokemon, really. I would probably say I would put just before Nosepass. Anorith. I used to not like Anorith until I saw that its eyes aren't actually the red things. Now I really, really like it. I just think that the eyes were the red things on both of them. But, yeah. Now I see that he has different eyes. I like him a lot. I like Anorith's design more than Lileep's. Probably more than Manectrix, I'd say. And Armaldo, I think is pretty decent. I think Armaldo, like, deserves to be up here. I like Armaldo a lot. He's like Rock Bug, though, right? Or like ground bug. Or a rock bug, I think it is. But, Feebas. Feebas just tried to ride on Magikarp's coattails. It's awkward to get. Never good to have. I honestly think this is a very, very poor Pokemon. I'd probably say the top of F, really, because it's not the end of the world, but it's also had the worst way to evolve Pokemon for so long. Like, you gotta get, like, its beauty stat high, and delve into the side of the game you just don't want to be in. It's pretty useless, and it's pain to evolve. Exactly that. Milotic, however, if you can get it, that's a pain. Nobody ever has Milotic because it's so hard to get. Then it's super, super cool. I'd probably put it, like, above Wailord. This is kind of like the Fish Squad over here. I feel like a lot of water Pokemon in Gen 3. Wishcat is way cooler. Look at him. He's a G. He's got a big W on his head for Wish. Cast Form. Now, I don't like Cast Form. I understand what it is. Sort of. It's a weather Pokemon. It's meant to be bland. But it's got balls on its face, and it's not the best. It's underwhelming, to be fair. I evolved to Feebas during a Nuzlocke. Really? That's impressive, man, to be perfectly honest. Sunny Boy. I mean, the cast forms are a lot nicer. I wish they actually, like, did more in terms of the change. Water one, I think, is my favorite. I'd probably put the water one up here. Ice one, less so. Like, why is this ice? Like, probably there. There you go. There's my opinion on cast form. For all those people who thought it was riveting. Kecleon. I like Kecleon. His color change thing. He doesn't really survive long enough to be able to get it to work. I like him. He's a cool, like, merchant Pokemon that usually shows up in the Mission Engine games. He's got a fair bit of personality. I'd probably say I smack him, like, above Lunatone. C. Shuppet is one of my favorite ghosts. Look, he's a little ghost puppet. And it's mainly because he's cute. I don't have many other reasons besides the fact that he is an adorable Pokemon. But I would probably put him above Nosepass. He's the same cute, like, kind of like Aron's cute. Where it's kind of like, oh, you dork. You know? Bannet. Bannet is a rootin' tootin' ghost zipper cowboy. And deserves to be up here. Just above Sableye. I like him a lot. Mega Bannet. They kind of went a bit crazy with the zipper thing. I don't like it a lot. It's still trippy and scary. And that's kind of what they're trying to go for. But, like, it kind of loses a lot of street cred there. Better than the Leap. But overall, I'd still use a Mega Bannet in my team if it showed up. Duskull, I like a lot. Duskull's design, very, very cool. I like the one eye, and I always consider Will-O-Wisp to be, like, his sort of move, which is very, very cool to inflict a burn with the ghost move. Better than Seviper, I would say. So he's, like, up here. Dusclops, also very, very cool. Keeps the eye thing. I always come up with so many cool names for him. He's awesome. Very, very strong Pokemon. Awesome to have whenever you bump into him. You're always like, ooh, it's him. I like him. Better than Duskull. Would probably put him in between these two. Tropius. I always forget about Tropius. I don't hate him. He's just very, very forgetful. And that probably puts him, like, in the Tropius is eh. Actually, no, probably I'm being a bit nice there. Probably put him next to Cacta. Chimeco. I hate it. It's a big bell. But I don't hate it enough to top of F. That's how I feel about Chimeco. I also hate that it kills me all the time, so it is a little bit of salt there. Absol. Absol's cool. I don't care how edgy it is. Just give him some food. See you in a bit, Magnum. Thanks for popping in. I don't care how edgy it is. Absol's awesome. Overall, I'd probably put it behind Bannet. And Mega Absol is just the peak of edginess. And I'd probably say it's better than Mega Slacking. And not Mega Slacking, just Slacking. Why not? Why not's cool. I like why not, but like probably like that much. He's in B. Most Pokemon are actually in B and A, which I find really interesting. There's more Pokemon I like than dislike. Snorunt. Snorunt's eh. He's cute. I always get excited when I see him, but that's because of Frostlass, not because of Snorunt. Bit better than him. Glalie is a big face. A big ice face. And honestly, I don't know what else I'm kind of expecting from him. With this, they kind of made him more scary. But I don't know what that... I don't know why. But I do kind of like the look of him more. It's just more stylistic to me. I like it. I like that he has a beard. Spheel's can get up here. He can get up here right now. He can get right there where he deserves. Celio, pretty damn good himself, but probably not as high as, you know, that. And Walreign's in S tier. That entire line is just mwah. I love that Pokemon. I love that Pokemon so goddamn much. Such a good poke. Clamperl. Eh. I like it as a look. It looks cool. Probably like there. It has nothing going for it, really. That's not been talked about. Huntail and Goribus, they just don't show up because of the way they evolve. It's a niche Pokemon that doesn't really show up anymore. They kind of need to give it some more attention, in my opinion, for me to like it more. I like it more than him. Goribus, less so. Actually, no. I kind of like it the same. Probably Huntail just a little bit more, just because I like the style of it. Hey! Thank you, Lunasec, for the follow. Really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Your follow is hella appreciated. Hope you can enjoy us sitting here talking about Gen 3 Pokemon and getting salty about it. So, welcome to the table. Alright. Relicanth, I like a lot. Relicanth is cute, has some good moves like Ancient Power and stuff like that. And is an old man face. It's similar to Wishcash. It's the same reason I like Wishcash. But overall, I think it's done a little bit better. Probably more than Survivor. That's probably where I'd place him. Love Disc. Love Disc needs an evolution. That's what I can say about Love Disc. It's not really doing anything. Why would you use it in a team? It's not strong. It's not good. You use it. You catch them or thief from them to get heart scales. That's why you get them. They're cute. They're a love heart, but they should turn into something else. Maybe like an arrowfish or something like that. Like, you know. Bagon is meh. Probably a bit more interesting than Sceptile. Shelgon, I would have disliked a lot more a while ago. However, I would probably knock it up a little bit more now into like C. More than Solrock. And Salamancer's spooky. He is a big chunky disc boy. And I would probably put him here. Didn't he have a Mega? No, he didn't. He didn't. I'm just imagining the Mega that makes him look like a disc. Beldum. Iconic. Only has the one move, really, that you remember him by. But if you can grind him up, he tends good. But that, I'm judging him based on Beldum. Probably say Beldum's a bit meh than Makuhita. Yep, he does have a Mega. Why isn't the Mega showed up? They haven't considered the Mega, but I would put the Mega for Salamence, like, here, hypothetically. Can I, like, do anything there? No, okay, I can't. Alright, so I can't add that. But overall, I would put him, like, just a little bit more ahead. Because it's a pretty good Mega. It doesn't take away too much from him. Metang's cool. Metang always felt like a cool Pokemon to be able to grab. I like him more than a lot of these pokes. Probably the Metagross always was spooky, and whenever he showed up, you were just like, crap. I'd probably like him there. He's pretty damn good. Actually, no. I think I need to put him in A, so then I can justify putting him there. I looked at Wishcash, and I was like, he needs to get higher, so... Mega Metagross, when he came out and Steven Stone sent that boy out as Mega, it was a very, very cool Mega evolution. I know sometimes, like, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, they just kind of added Megas for the sake of looking a bit more badass. This is 100% one of those cases, but I don't care. It looks cool. There you go. Now we're on to the legendaries. Which we're getting pretty good for time, to be honest. It's taking about 2 hours to do this. So, Regirock. I'm not going to be giving the Regis a lot, to be fair. I do like that there's Braille on their face, and I do like the sort of story behind them. So, they will be getting, like, low B from me. Probably, like, better than Mega Swampert and Exploud. Put you there. You're one of the cooler ones. Reg Ice, I feel, is a bit... It floats, right? Reg Ice floats. It's not as cool as, like, Cacturne, in my opinion. Registeel's a cool boy, but I think Regirock is overall the most charismatic out of all of them. In terms of design, I like his sort of, like, blocky, chunky look. Yeah. That's my opinion on the Regis. High B. Damn, I rarely like a lot of Gen 3, don't I? I'm realizing that this is a pretty high list. Latias. Oh, this is going to be kind of hard to sort of decide between. Latias. I remember from the anime it was very, very, very cool. I liked it a lot. I like the way it can zoom around. Always shows up. I like its move, like its Ion move, I think it is. Or Luster Purge. I'll probably put it there. One of the legendaries that I actually really don't mind. I do like Latios. It's Mega. Turns into a bloody jet. It is pretty cool. I think they do the Mega pretty damn well. Better than Salamence. And Latios, in my opinion, is just the more edgy, like, I'm so cool version compared to it. Kyogre. Big Whale. I like Big Whale. Big Whale cool. Better than that whale. Well, actually not as cool as that whale. You mean to tell me that the King of the Sea is smaller than that whale? Not as good as Shuppet. Primal Kyogre. They did him some spooky with this. He looks more like an alien. But I would probably put him up there. Groudon is my favorite of the two. And Groudon should probably go up here. And his Primal, which makes him look super spooky, does that to him. Actually moves him, like, there. Rayquaza? Or Rayquaza? I don't know. I don't care how you say it. To be perfectly honest, I don't care. He is pretty high. He's below Spinder. And his Primal is S tier. This was a very, very, very cool Pokemon to show up. I think this is the only legendary I have put in S tier. At the moment. Jirachi, the Wish Pokemon. I never got it. I never got it in any kind of event. I liked it in Mystery Dungeon. That's the only time I knew it, when it was a sleepy Pokemon that granted wishes. So I would probably put him, like, there. At the moment. Kyogre should be higher. A giant special attack whale, absolute beast. Nah. I really don't think so. I think a lot of its design is good and cool. It is, in the end, a giant whale legendary Pokemon that's like, cool. This is a nice Pokemon. I mean, he's in A, isn't he? No, he's in B. Yeah, I think all these Pokemon I cannot justify. I like a lot more creatively than I like Kyogre. Maybe if I did this, actually. I can move it one more up for you. And now Deoxys and all of its forms. Space Alien Pokemon. They didn't overplay this like Ultra Beasts. You know what I mean? They made it so this Pokemon was part of a meteorite. It crashed down. That's cool. That's not too big. It's still a Pokemon. And I like it about there. And I would say all of its forms kind of come along. I'll organize them on how I like their forms. Speedy Boy. Also, its theme is awesome. It's got a very, very good theme from what I remember. So there we go. There is Gen 3. I'll do a little bit of organizing. Got a camera up tier. Yep. I think it's... Actually, no. I'm going to go with Grovelle. I'm going to go with my boy. He cool. I'd probably move him up. In terms of design, I'd actually probably put Primal Rayquaza a little bit higher. Camerupt, very, very cool design. Built off of Camerupt. Mega Camerupt is very, very, very good. I like it overall. Adds to it, adds charm. Good name for Fletchling. Flitter. Flitter. 1 second, let's turn my lighting down a little. There we go. Alright. Yep, that seems fine. I actually am probably going to smack Walrein up here. I do like the design. I like Breloom more than Shedinja, but I appreciate Shedinja's design more. That's why he's a little bit higher. Trico. I honestly do like Torkoal a bit more than the actual design of Trico. Tailo. Yep, that's fine. Spheal. I like Spheal more. He's a rolly ball. Alright. Going through these. Yeah, okay. Actually, I'd probably put him there. Yeah, Flitter. Yeah. Or ER. It's your choice whether you want to do A or ER. Absol. Yeah, makes sense being there. Slacking. Actually, no. Move it one back. Spinder's a boy. I like it. Where's the Celio? Kind of want to move him down a little bit because he's a bit, you know. Alright. Metagross could actually probably get a little bit higher. There we go. Dustox, yep. Top of B. That makes sense. Could probably actually move him up, like here. Could probably move him here. There we go. It's up a little. Cradily as a design I actually like more than Nosepass. I feel like this is... I'm pretty happy with this, how it is looking at the moment. I actually like Skitty more than Trapinch's design. Actually, no. Wait, I don't. I changed my mind. Not a lot of Pokemon in C. C is... actually... There's probably more Pokemon in D that should go in C. Makihito, I think, deserves that. Pelipper? Yeah. Pelipper's better than Linoon. Beldum, for that same reason. Snorunt, yeah, he's cute. He's cute, and he's a cool ice type. Yeah. Okay, so that is my finished list of Generation 3. I feel like a lot of people kind of understood Gen 3. A lot more, in terms of what I was kind of going off.